The narrative is that women aren't advancing because they prioritize family over work. We cannot find evidence to support that. It's not to say that this is not a struggle for women, okay? And it is a struggle for women in a different way than it is a struggle for men. But it's just not that simple. I think it's a much, much more complicated story, and that's what we're trying to get underneath. So for men, the way they prioritize family over work, and this is sort of the cultural dictate, is that they are a breadwinner, and for women, they're a caretaker. So at least that is the conventional setup. But we wanted to know, to what extent is that true? To what extent do our alumni adhere to the cultural expectations? And we were particularly interested in the men. So the research question is, how do our alumni identify with roles that relate to career and family domains? How strongly do they identify with being a professional, a breadwinner, or a caregiver? One hypothesis that's been floated a lot by actually HBS alums is that when women have been out of the workforce completely out of the workforce for 2 years, they lose their sense of their identity as a professional. And we're interested in knowing, like, well, okay, but how much connected to work do women need to be in order to hold on to their identity as a professional? Because it seems that holding on to that identity is pretty important if they want or think that they might like to go back to work. And by the way, virtually all of our alums who are out of the workforce for more than 6 months caring for children do plan to go back. One takeaway is to think about the fact that there's actually a pretty high percentage of HBS alums out there who are both men and women strongly identifying with these two roles. And yet we persist in believing that women's advancement lags because of women's commitment, as if men don't share it, and as if women's family commitment is purely in the realm of conventional mothering.